Welcome back to the Water Boy. Got a long day today, a few jobs to do, bit of salt delivering. Got Kinetico, what's just dripping and dripping and dripping out through the regen pipe, so we're going to go and address that, and then we're going to finish off with another little tap change and filter change, and then finish off a bit more salt. So stay tuned, I'll show you what a day in the life of the Water Boy is. So I flew over to Lincolnshire to a place called Walesby, which is near Market Raisin, to this Kinetico Premier Compact, and it's got a little problem. It keeps dripping from the regen pipe, and it's a really common fault but a really easy fix if you know what you're doing. So if we take off the covers on the top, and it will expose the module. There's some screws all the way around, and we're going to remove those, remove the module out off the top of the tanks, and then this is where the problem is located. So as soon as we get these undone, we can pull the module off and get to work. As I've pulled the module off, I've heard something drop, so I'm just having a quick look around, see what it could be, and there's two little levers, little yellow levers, and one of those has dropped down into the brine, so we're going to fish that out, and we need that. It won't work without it, so we'll fish it out and pop it back in. There you go, there's the other yellow lever put in place. The first thing to do, remove these screw bolts. They're self-threading and they thread straight through the module and then into the base at the top of the first vessel. So I'm going to separate all the levels. This is level 1. It's got all the gearing for the service and also the regen. So having a visual look round, just to see if there's any debris in there or any broken gears. Move on to level 2, just checking those gaskets, making sure they're all in good order and in one piece. And also checking the gauge, make sure it's not covered with any kind of debris as well. Let's separate the next lot of levels now. So if you notice, inside these different levels there, all the seals and the cones are blue, and this is where the problem lies. So Kinetico are aware that these cones and seals are affected by
these
chlorine,
are, yeah.
so they brought out some black ones which replace them
But at one
directly.
stage, see, the Americans were best
it comes as a kit, so you get the piston,
producing
cones, quad
soft
seals.
water,
So
but a lot of
if you change them over,
American water is well water.
They won't
Yes,
be
they don't have the chlorine
in
in
the
what we
future.
do.
Yeah. So does that make a difference then, presumably?
I think so. But it.
And there you go, there's the old ones what I've taken off. We're going to replace them with the black ones, and they won't be any more problems with it. So we'll put it all back together and see what happens next.
I did it to Harvey's.
Now that all the seals have been changed, I've put the module back on, connected it back up, and put the inlet on. So we've put the pressure into the module, and I'm just having a pop round to check everything and make sure that there's no leaks anywhere. So this is at full pressure now. Checking up all the joints and all around the vessel, on the brine valve just there, and look into the water as well, just to make sure that there's no water flowing around. Once we've done that, I'm going to put it through a couple of regenerations, and that'll make sure that everything's working like it should be. So as I look into the well, you can see that there's water covering that grid, so we put it into regen 1, which will do the first vessel. And I'm just looking for signs that the water's being drawn up, and that will show me that everything's pressurised. And if I hold the black pipe as well, you can feel it vibrating, which means that it is drawing brine. It's a slow process, but you've just got to be a little bit patient and then watch it slowly disappear. As you look in the grid in between, you can just see it disappearing now, and it's lowering down, which is a fantastic sign. It means that the hydraulics inside the module is all sealed and it's drawing that brine just as we want it to. Again, just checking that brine line, so we've got the vibration. You can feel it drawing in. And it's gone really below the grid now. So as it goes to finish that cycle where it's drawing up, the next stage, what we want it to see happen is the reverse, where it starts putting the water back in to create the next lot of brine. That drawing cycle and also the rinsing, and as you can see, look carefully, it's starting to refill back into that brine well. Slowly come up above that grid and then stop roughly about 10 mils above that grid. And there we have it, it's stopped and it's checked off, and it'll be ready then for the next generation. So we'll do the next regeneration as well, and we'll use the top of the level one to do this. And while we're looking at the top of the level there, we just check that everything's moving around like it should do. It's difficult to see this bit because this resets the pores which move around and stop the dish from going back on itself, but nevertheless we're going to check this all over, make sure it's working fine. And there's a closer look at those pores and the control disc at the top. Not much to see here. So there we have it, a completed repair to stop the regen pipe dripping on a Kinetico Premier Compact, and it's the same for the 2020C. They're all the same in size, it's just cosmetically different. So if you need any of those parts and you think you're competent enough to do it, get in touch with us at the Water Boy.